Welcome to Men's Talk. My name is Dimini Rex, and with me in the studio I have.
As always, it's usual. Welcome, guys.
So today we're talking about family planning. First of all, what do you understand by family planning?
Um. Okay. It's not about planning how to have a family. Yes, it's also about planning to have a family. But basically, when family planning comes into play, I think it's more of a medical term whereby you uh, try to see the number of kids you have
Nice
to
one.
have.
Yeah.
So basically, that's what family planning is for me.
Okay, so what do you say of family planning?
Family planning is everything, but sometimes people, when it is say people's ideas or mind, family planning, in the context I feel we are going to talk about is when two couples decide on the number of children they are going to have and how to prevent extra coming in.
Okay. Is that you said? Is that you shouted on how to prevent extra
Extra.
coming in?
Not extra.
Yeah. So in the context of family planning, like
Yeah.
I said, define it. Most times when the word family planning comes, the first thing people think of, the lady should be the one
Yeah.
to
go for family
go for
planning.
family planning and everything. Have you guys heard of the word vasectomy? Because most times once the word family planning comes into discussion between both spouse, first of all they say okay, the lady should go. There are different ways to get family planning. It could be with pills, it could be with the insertion, the one you have to do through surgery and everything.
Yeah.
So my point is, right, if I believe for married couples, sex itself is something that is enjoyed by both
Sacred.
parties, right?
Sacred too.
So if it's something that is enjoyable to both parties, why can't both parties also look for preventive measures?
Yeah.
Not always the lady should be the one to go for family planning.
You said this-
Okay, we are going to talk about vasectomy. You get, so the risks that are involved in it, and also in as much as sometimes you bring it to guys and it's like the first thing they talk about the risk. Have you thought of the risks when it comes to the women's own perspective? You get, it shouldn't just be a one-way thing all the time. Even in sex, you see, why can't how come you got pregnant? Why couldn't you take Postinor and stuff like that? Do you know this Postinor and stuff pills ladies take sometimes causes medical conditions? Sometimes you see people complain of constant migraine. You see people complaining of. You see when people get married, you see some ladies not being able to conceive as a result of too many pills they've taken. You get. So my point is, why should family planning always be targeted to women and not both ways? You get. Let me hear from you.
Okay, when you say always be targeted, I don't believe that it's always targeted on women. It's two people that are in a relationship, and the husband and wife sat down together, and they came out, and the woman went to do it. It means they have what? Agreed. And she agreed. If she didn't agree, she wouldn't do. I believe that she wouldn't do that. So it's an agreement, and she decides to go and do it. If she refuses, she could as well tell the husband, okay, this is it. Men can also do it. Do it for us. Since I have been the one getting pregnant, carrying baby, giving birth, and all these things, this time around, let the change be you. You understand? But the point is that some women, or should I say most women, don't know about this vasectomy. They don't know about it. So what you don't know about, how do you bring it? How do you talk about it?
Okay.
You understand? So it's something that if they are aware, or an awareness should be done, if they are aware, they would have probably said, oh, honey, please, can you just do it? Since we both decided that we are no more having kids.
Yeah.
You understand? better still, just kill your cells. You understand? Kill your cells, and we could still be having our enjoying ourselves, but it won't result to
There is having
anything.
children
No
extra.
incoming,
Yeah.
incoming. You know,
I like
like there is, you know, the way they like those people they call out one. You understand? There won't be any out one. You understand? So it's for the two people, and ladies should people
Justice for
should read up.
Antoya.
Justice. That's what I
Justice
want.
for
This yes. This is also for awareness to women.
Yeah.
You understand? To know that these things are applicable to also to men also, so that the guys also too should bear with their wives. You understand?
Okay.
And reduce the pain and intake of
Too much pills.
things. You go to labor room, you take injection. Everything about labor, they will still give you injections and things. At least do this one for her. Just as long as you people have concluded that
Yeah,
you will not have babies again.
I
They are
agree.
asking, but if you still have in mind to have children in future, it's not advisable for the man to do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it could be reversed,
It's
but
reversed. It's
but
reversed.
medically
Yeah.
it is stated that it could be reversed, but the man will not be able to what?
Yeah, it's
Give birth.
50.
Okay.
Let me just put it this way. For me, I would like to put it in three contexts.
Exactly.
Like you rightly said, justice for women. I'm not sure family planning is targeted to the women, being the fact that they are the carriers. You are mothers, know how, and that the pampers you get. But I would say it's justice for women, or probably it is targeted at women only when there is no commitment between the two legally.
Okay.
Probably you're married, you're just boyfriend, girlfriend, and then you are going and then after it comes, you know, saying you must get rid of it. That is where it comes. Then the postinols and whatever you take,
Okay.
the pills, it affects you even when you guys decide to get married and
Exactly.
want to have kids. That is a bad idea. It is justice for women. I don't support that. But is it targeted at women? I'm not sure, because if you're legally married, or probably you both are married, even the woman can also go through female sterilization that she won't be able to have
The
kids.
eggs
Yeah, the eggs.
destroyed. Yes.
So the same thing with the men. So you can go through a male sterilization and you won't be able to, your sperm won't get to the, of course, won't be able to go
Count
to
up.
Yeah.
to the semen,
They
and then
kill
from there. So what they do is just simply they cut the seal where the sperm goes, and then so basically that's just what it is, and it's not reversible. It's a decision, like you rightly said, both of you have to take, and once you take them, you have to be sure that okay, whatever we are doing, we are taking this 100%. It is not reversible. It is something that is not going to be. So it has to come with the decision that which one of you wants to go through sterilization.
Okay.
Okay, so it's either the female or the male. It has to come with both of these idea. But as far as vasectomy is concerned, man, oh, blue, go for it. As far it's hard, but as far as vasectomy is concerned, it's a delicate procedure. It's not too delicate actually. It can be done in the office of a doctor, in the clinic. In
the
hospital.
doing process is as easy as
It's
anything.
as easy as
Or is the
anything.
undoing process?
Yeah, the
for
undoing
the man.
Even they said it can be reversed, but
It's
it's not a
reversible.
guarantee. It's not a
It's just
guarantee
like-
that you
They
still
said,
have kids.
you can't
Can I-
reverse,
can-
but
wait,
you can
can I
reverse,
say
but you have
something?
kids.
Because this is it. It's just like before you go for eye checkup and eye operation, they tell you it's a 50-50.
Exactly.
So if you feel, even for the woman, the surgical stuff that she's taking in, it's a 50-50 thing.
Nah, they
No,
just-
that's an
No,
impact.
can I?
They just-
can
they
I
just-
talk? Can I talk,
Okay.
please? It's a 50-50 thing because sometimes there are some women that have come out to say they have medical reactions
Yeah.
that has led to not being able to get children, and sometimes making them robust or having a lot of
True,
complications
true,
to get. No, my point, right, is somebody brought this vasectomy stuff in public and said, okay, will some male be able to? Out of 200 males, right, it was just 2 guys that were
Yes,
able to
right.
see reasons. That's why I said it's not about you being legally married before you see that as first of all, the guy is thinking of himself first. What if tomorrow I'm not with this lady again? What if tomorrow all our children dies?
Exactly.
You get there's this selfish
interest
motive behind.
Okay, now,
Yeah,
my
I've seen
point
that
about
before.
this.
There's this selfish motive behind it. Just like an Uber driver told me something. A lady died with her 6 children and she was still carrying a baby. She was pregnant for one man. Imagine that man now has done vasectomy. And all these children are gone, like his livelihood, his lineage is gone. And probably he has done what we are talking about. How will he be able to now give birth to, remarry to give birth again? So that's where I'm coming from. If truly you're looking at, I genuinely care for this person, I genuinely love this person, you shouldn't be thinking of what if. You should take up the what if. If the lady can say, okay, well, fine, let me do this. Because most times, if you go to the hospital, check out the number of men that have gone for vasectomy. It will shock you. You even be discouraged for your own gender because it's always the ladies. How many times have a lady brought up the topic and the next thing the man shuts off and say, no, I'm not doing that, I'm not, you get. It's, if, like you said, if there is genuinity in the relationship, like, I love you for real, like what we talked about the other episode, the agape love, you wouldn't think of what if. You yourself are yourself, okay, we have enough children, we shouldn't have more. So why should there be what if?
Okay, my point is this.
And it is also reversible, the same way all surgical operations are 50-50.
Yeah, sure.
Vasectomy is reversible.
Yeah, sure.
They didn't say vasectomy is not reversible, but you can, it's just like when I said it, a woman's womb can be turned upside down. And that womb cannot take in anything. And it can still be turned back to the right position and she will take in.
And in some cases, she
will take in.
Yeah.
It's
You
still
understand?
50-50.
The only time she cannot take in is that the womb is perforated. You understand? That is scientifically. If the womb is perforated, she cannot take in. But as long as the womb is turned perfectly or that turned back to the way it is,
Okay.
you understand, without any perforation, she will take in. Okay. When I said, okay, you brought about what if, the what if.
Yeah.
I said, okay.
There shouldn't, I said there shouldn't be what if.
The what if the two parties, in some cases, in some cases, when it comes to birth and things, I need a child, I need this, women are the ones wanting it. You understand? What if the two parties, something happened? Some people, okay, like you mentioned the issue of the man. Okay, some people have had kids, their kids all went to school and they were crushed.
Yeah.
And the husband and the wife are still alive. And what if the man has done vasectomy? And they need to reproduce again.
That is where
You understand?
It's still a what if scenario. If
you said what if shouldn't be put into consideration. But I said, wait now. I said the decision is between the husband and the wife, not we outsiders. As far as husband and wife are involved.
We are talking about the topic here again.
Yes.
You said what if.
I didn't say what if at first. I said
genuinely there shouldn't be what if.
The thing is between husband and wife.
Yeah.
If the husband and wife
of course
has decided,
okay,
we don't have the right to judge them.
It's like it doesn't get down. We are talking about vasectomy. We are talking about vasectomy. No, I'm not saying we are judging any family here.
We're talking
No, we
family
are talking family
Yes,
planning.
family
I'm not saying we are
planning in
judging a family.
Yeah.
I'm not judging.
The thing is, you're talking of what if. Don't forget, women too going through menopause. There's a time for a lady that she won't be able to give birth again.
Yeah.
Isn't that sacrifice enough? You as a man, you're thinking of what if for yourself. That is where I said if there is genuine love.
Yeah.
The man never thought of what if for himself. The husband and wife sat down together and agreed.
I did not say the man.
When they agreed,
you said something, you said what if.
I was talking about the husband and wife in my statement. Didn't I mention husband and wife?
Yeah, you did.
When they agree, it's never now a personal decision. So he's not thinking for himself.
He's thinking for who then?
If a husband and wife agree on something, is it a personal
Both of
decision?
them's decisions. Yeah. So,
I'm not saying.
You understand?
I'm
So
not saying there's a family here. I'm
If
talking
there's
of.
with
what-
family
no, you
planning,
said
we're talking
what-
about. So
yeah,
we're
what
imagining family.
No, my
Yeah.
point is the what if you brought. That's why I said why should
You
there be
brought
a
for
what
what
if
if, and I'm
scenario?
trying to.
What if now? Let's take it. If reverse was the case, the woman is in menopause, they lost their children, and the man didn't do vasectomy. Will they still be able to reproduce?
If the
They
woman,
won't be
if
able to
the- if the-
reproduce. So
there
now
are
the man
women
will
that
now
have
go
been-
outside
there are
and go and
women-
get another woman
there
pregnant.
are
You get my
women that
point,
have been
right?
in menopause
You get my
and they
point?
still give birth.
yeah, true.
That has happened.
I'm not saying it has not happened.
It
What
has
I'm
happened.
saying, we all know the medical conditions. There are people when they get to menopause, they don't give birth
That's it.
again.
We
That is
understand
it. That is it.
Yes. Yes.
Let me just put this in context. I think apart from both husband and wife coming together to decide on an issue, that is why it's called family planning. Your doctor also has a say.
Exactly.
And this is why I said your doctor has a say. Because he has to tell you, okay, this is a procedure that is permanent. This is the procedures that are temporary. I can actually put a device, an IUD,
Yeah.
in a lady's arm or probably anywhere to prevent her from, getting pregnant, probably come to the hospital 1 or 2 times. And like you said, it can have a ripple effect on
Thank
some
you.
certain type of
Yeah.
female's body, depending on how your body takes in the gene. I have a friend who, after her first child, she had, after a series of the husband battering and all that, losing some babies twice due to that. She decided to go for, the IUD, and because she just felt, come on, if I've lost 2, I have 1, and what happens next if probably I want to get married again? So after she went there and had that, and at one point, the thing was giving her series of issues to the point that she had a flu like almost for a month consistently.
Can you imagine that?
So until she had to go and take it out, and we're like, no, this is not good for you.
Thank you.
So that is one side. So I understand to any of our ladies side who you feel, if you feel, both of you decided, okay, babe, let's have a family planning, but it might not be permanent. Okay, you go to the doctor. Okay, let's agree on this. It's not going to be permanent. Do you agree? Yes. I think of recent, now the male too have the pills.
I don't know
It
that.
was
no,
invented
my-
recently.
Pills,
yeah.
yes, before sex.
Yeah,
before
Yeah,
sex.
my
you
point,
get
before
it.
yeah,
sex,
my
you take
point
it.
is
Before
right.
sex.
So no,
My
I'm
point
just
is
trying
like,
to point out something.
Yeah,
To the female, I think when most of these researches were done, it was more on
the female.
the female, being the fact that they look at, probably this is
That
the
is
carrier.
correct.
That is my thought. That is my thinking anyway. I don't know. But at one point, probably they felt you guys are not suffering enough, because I feel these people are the ones who take more of the. So I think that's where the condoms came in.
Now,
Even the
for
condoms
the-
are 50-50.
for the-
withdraw. I don't trust withdrawal.
At all.
For the
We also come
vasectomy,
to then
for guys now, the reversal,
vasectomy,
they have
then
to
you have the
cut
pills too for you.
your this
So-
thing. They have to cut your stuff.
Yeah.
You understand? And the thing is, when it is cut, except like they wrote what I read, except you people have decided that you will not have issues again.
Exactly.
Even if you want to reverse it, they will reverse it. But
It's expensive.
it
and
is not a
It's
guarantee
not a guarantee
that
have
you
kids.
will give birth
Mhm.
again.
Mhm.
You understand? So my point is, if, like you said, like you rightly said, if they go and meet their doctor and the doctor says this is it, choose. You people should choose.
Mhm.
If you want it permanent, if you want it temporal, choose. So if it's left for the 2 parties to choose, if the husbands decide to take it, like the 2 of them agree, and the husband is the husband that will do that they want the permanent stuff, it's better for the husband to go for it. You understand? But when you want a temporal something, it is better for the lady to go for it. That is just it.
If you want a temporary something,
It's better for the lady to go for it.
Okay,
But
can
if
I
you
continue
want
there
if you want
and
it
ask you a
permanent,
follow-up question?
that nothing would ever happen again. No, nothing like it's the man that should go for it.
Can I
Once
ask
it is
a-
done,
can,
it's done.
Can I ask a question? The last time in one episode, right, we talked about love is kind, love is genuine,
Yeah.
love is patient, blah 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 blah. One other episode we talked about people get married for their own selfish reasons.
Yeah, sure.
That's why I feel see marriage is very scary because you
Yeah.
don't know the heart of anybody.
Of
Now you
course,
just said
definitely.
if it's a temporary thing, the lady should go for it. What happens to you taking pills? Isn't it temporary?
I am
Wait,
saying
can I say
I didn't
something also?
bring the issue
No, can I
of, we
say
are talking of
something
issue
also?
of vestonomy. Vestonomy
Yes,
always
now.
involves a court.
You just said something of pills.
Pills is not
temporary.
vestonomy. Pills
Well,
is
At that point, you know
is-
you're not.
It's temporary.
It's temporary.
No,
It's
for
not
the
something
male,
I'm
This is what
talking
I'm trying to
about.
say.
Yeah.
My
The male
point
was recently
is-
invented.
My point
And
is,
it has
I didn't even
rolled
know.
out.
I didn't even know
I didn't even know about
the
male had
pills
pills
system.
too, but until I read about it and male had, because one thing that male are more famous with is with the condom, or probably you.
How many
have
males even
to-
know how to wear their condom?
That is just
That is
it.
another
So
thing.
that is
Sometimes
one
you
thing about
hear-
family
you hear-
planning.
You hear
So that is why I
they say,
said-
I work on them. How did you not get the lady?
So that's why I said
You get.
I think maybe due to research, people feel, oh, I think the female is bearing way too much.
Exactly.
So probably that's when the pills came in. We have the vaccinomy, which is already in place in works. Probably they felt, okay, maybe some males don't want to go permanent.
Why
And
don't they want to?
maybe I'm
Just like
saying,
I
I'm
saw
just
that. I
saying.
saw the write up, right?
I'm just saying.
It was
Now, for like the write up you saw, okay, let me put it down in this context to my own thinking and capability. Okay, there's a folder you gave, probably an example, and
just
said,
like a pool.
yeah, let's say for example, two couples decided to have a permanent procedure
Yeah.
and they have 4 kids, and God forbid, or probably something happened within the line to the 4 kids. That does not mean you can't have children,
Yeah.
even though you're permanent. Adoption is one thing that
Thank
goes
you.
well for
Yes,
you.
no.
Thank you.
Because I
People
believe
can adopt, yes.
that family shouldn't
Yes.
just be about blood.
Thank you.
That's why I was still
Thank
talking
you.
about
Yeah.
agreement between the two
It has to
couples.
come there. That's why I said
That's where I
to
was
come
going. You're
from
telling me-
And you know that,
it's
right?
not-
Deeper.
That's
Yeah,
why I
we
talk
live
about
in a
agreement
patriarchal
between.
society. You know
Yeah,
how
we do.
applicants
we do.
think of.
So
A lady just put up this thing. What do you think about vestonomy?
Yeah.
You get. What do you think about it?
I-
The next thing, a guy came and said, break it down for me. She broke it down, and some men say, I cannot do it. Oh, yeah. What most of the men were saying that got me really pissed and see that a lot of men in Africa just take ladies for granted.
yeah,
What they were saying was,
Yeah.
why should I be the one to do
do it.
vestonomy? And we are meant to enjoy ourselves. So
yeah.
That's
You
why-
get-
That
you get.
That's
So
for
that's why I
those,
say,
for those ones.
if truly you're loving you love this person, God's love, right? The agape love. I don't care about Philo's love, but
Yeah.
it's something that I don't even, once I see that this person is Philo, you
Yeah,
get it.
yeah.
You love somebody and you say, okay, because of I don't want to go permanent, this person should let this other person bear the burden of. You get my point? Going the temporal, so you can ease, you're okay. Just like you said, the lady put in something, right? For a month. Imagine, just like normally ladies, we have monthly flow. Some people 3 days, some 2, some 5.
Yeah.
Imagine you're having monthly flow for 1 month.
One good month.
It's just like this
something.
issue of blood.
Yeah.
Okay, you see the lots of procedure ladies go through just to make sure that they how do I put it now? They the word they satisfy their husbands because of and that those some husbands cannot go that length.
Yeah.
Ladies go.
There's this kind of imbalance which we need to balance in our society, and that is we need to take out the patriarchal kind of thing from our mindset and let it go to the babes, do you still want one more? Like me, I always say to myself, I want to have 4 kids. That was it. No be now.
So what changed?
Yeah.
What changed?
Our school fees are 5 pounds. 5 pounds now don't cost. So it's not that I can't still have the 4 kids, but I just have to now. I need to look at I have to. There's sometimes
there are some
I was
ladies,
watching. Yeah.
when you tell them issue of the adoption, they rule it out.
Yeah, they rule it
Like,
out.
if it's not their kid, they don't want
That
it.
is
They
to
don't
them.
want it.
Yeah.
So if you are married to such a lady, would you tell the lady? Do you think the lady would agree on her husband killing his cells completely?
That is why they say it's a discussion.
And that's why
It's a
you're
discussion.
still boiling down to what I've been saying since.
Yeah.
It is still a discussion between a married couple. husband and wife deciding whatever decision that comes out of it is for the two of them.
Yeah.
You understand? It's still what I
Your
boil
point
down
is
to.
valid.